I'm glad to welcome Jeffrey Dubélé, who's the managing partner of Lucia, Fleming and Associates and the managing director of Polaris Citizenship and Investment Consultancy Services in St. Lucia. Jeffrey has a master's degree in commercial and corporate law and has over 20 years experience as a practicing attorney. A very good morning to you, Jeffrey.
Good morning, Bruno. Nice to be here and to be a part of.
It's great to see you again. Although we were just saying we saw each other in Brussels last month for the Investment Migration Forum. And I'm also joined by Keith Isaac, who's an attorney at law at the firm Lucia, Fleming and Associates, and is the general manager for Polaris Citizenship in St. Lucia. Keith has a master's degree in law and is a certified investment migration professional through the IMC education and training offering. He's also a 5-time former St. Lucia National Youth Parliamentarian and a former Junior Minister for Tourism in St. Lucia. Very good morning, Keith, and welcome to Crossing Borders.
Good morning, Bruno.
What is the investor outlook looking like in St. Lucia, gents?
You want to go ahead, Keith?
Yeah, sure. So I think right now St. Lucia's, it's an exciting time for our program in that, as most people would know, we've had a few changes recently, changes in governance, changes in the board of the program. And I think naturally change is always good in that you have fresh ideas, you have a bit of revitalization, so to speak, of the units and of the program itself. I think currently the investor outlook is good. What's been communicated is that the unit, and by extension the government, they want to make the program more, they want to make the program more attractive to investors. And how do they do that? They want to have more options, whether that be real estate, whether that be alternative means of investment. They also want to ensure that there's good value proposition in the sense that our citizenship is not simply for a passport, in the sense that after you become a citizen of St. Lucia, that there are avenues for you to invest in the island and make a return on your investment, whether that be passive investment or whether that be a more direct sort of investment, that these options are available to you. Also, they want to ensure that our program remains transparent. And I think that's important. And I think as the industry develops, that's extremely important to investors, that they know that their funds and their investment is actually being used to the benefit of the country that they're going to be a citizen of. And I think that that's a very strong part of our unit's current mandate, to ensure that all the funds which are being generated from the program are being used to the betterment of the entire citizenry, being new citizens as well as citizens by birth. So I think that it's an exciting time and our program is growing, and I think the end of this year and going forward, we should see continued growth in numbers and in the offerings in place in St. Lucia.
All right. And gents, finally, can you answer my question, which was the subject of this webinar that you sort of kindly put together and contributed immensely to? Are the St. Lucian courts and the CBI offering in the Caribbean islands banana republics with kangaroo courts or not?
Let's put it this way, Bruno. I'm very proud to be a practicing lawyer at the St. Lucia Bar and before the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal. I've had one of my matters being heard at the Privy Council, which is our final appellate court, and one matter that is progressing there. So I think saying that should spell it out. I'm proud of it. I'm very, very proud of our court.
Thank you. I think it's a good point, because this webinar essentially was driven by misinformation and disinformation that you saw published on the internet, which prompted you to write and correct essentially a wrong. If you are interested, Keith and Jeffrey have penned a great article which is published in the IM Yearbook, available from the IMC website. That's all we've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed and found today's session focused on St. Lucia and the courts and the rule of law in St. Lucia and the Eastern Caribbean states. So feel free to reach out to Jeffrey and Keith. Both are active across LinkedIn. You can also download in the widget on the bottom right hand of your screen information on how to contact them. I'm sure they'll be pleased to talk to you about the St. Lucia CBI offering. Alternatively, you can also write to me and I'll be happy to make those introductions. Until then, though, we are taking a break from crossing borders for the summer. So we hope you all have a pleasant, warm and safe summer. We'll be back on the 14th of September, usual time at 2:30 Central European time. Until then, thank you very much once again to Jeffrey Dubele and Keith Isaac from Polaris, based in St. Lucia. And thank you to the audience for your questions and for joining us today. It's a very good afternoon from me.
Thanks a lot, Bruno.
Thanks, Bruno.
Bye-bye.